Hello to the Libras and the Libra risings. If things would stop popping up on my screen, that would be great. How are you? Sondra from For Your Chi. Thanks for being here with me. This is your August of 2023 reading. Well, this is going to be fascinating this month, Libra, for your August. First of all, let's talk about Venus. Remember, I discussed it last month that the Libras are going to be seemingly on the edge of a building threatening to jump off because their planet, their ruling planet, is in retrograde. However, like I said, it's not as bad as you initially think it is. And this month of the Venus retrograde is no exception, and I'm going to tell you why. You received a very strong message just as I was shuffling these cards. This card flew out of the deck. Why do things keep popping up on my screen? This card flew out of the deck, and I thought, oh, here we go. This is a message for Libras. I put it back in the deck, and guess what card came out for your first house? Everything is okay. This is what I've been trying to scream at all Libras right now. Don't worry, it's all working out in a beautiful way. But you don't think it is. In fact, you are like in a panic at the beginning of August because someone is trying to pick a fight with you or start an argument. You are not supposed to argue with them. You are supposed to dismiss yourself and walk away from this, or hit the ignore button or hit the hang up button. Do not engage. It is not the time to engage. I don't know when it is, but it's not the 1st of August. It's not the first week of August for sure. Your second house. This is a creative card. Positive movement forward. You're going to be getting creative ideas, creative problem solutions, problem solving. You could also be creating pieces of maybe artwork, maybe music, maybe baking things, making something with your hands and selling it to make extra money. However, you do need to be assertive about this. Now, this could also be that you're taking a vacation or a long weekend and, you're by the water, or you're on the water here. And it could be that someone else, your travel partner perhaps, or someone that you're meeting at your destination that you plan to meet, has some different plans with you, for you, and you're not having it. So if that's you, where you are taking a trip already at your destination, the Libra knows what she or he wants to do. Just stick with your original plan. Don't make any concessions for that. All right, your third house, brother, sister, well, they're struggling. And some of you are saying, what's new? Their life is extra challenging right now, and you may hear from them, and they're discussing that with you. Well, the good news is the winter gets better. The bad news is winter's a long way away when you're going through something like this, right? So this too shall pass, but it's going to be longer than what they had anticipated, unfortunately. So sorry about that. To your sibling. Your fourth house, house of home, where you live, or your father, for those of you who have father energy, father figures on this planet still. Emotional, although I did have, let me tell you, a dead person came out in the cards during a party, which was probably the strangest message I've ever given. So I can't promise that it's not going to happen ever again, but it was very weird after 15 years of doing cards. Normally, if a dead person's going to speak, they come out in a different way, not through tarot cards. It was strange. Anyway, Fourth house, your home or your father, emotional loss. Something is missing from your home or someone is missing, and you're going to work to try to rectify this. Now, your father could also, or father figure could also be feeling this way, that something is missing from his life and he's a little, or someone, and perhaps he's a little emotional about it. What to do about this? Go on a holiday. Okay, so that's 2 messages about a vacation or a long weekend. Or maybe your father needs to go on a long weekend holiday. Your fifth house, socialization, fun, friends, social circle, and dating life for those of you single Libra, sacrifice. You're doing a lot of hard work, but you're not getting any or what you want back in return. Now, this could be you going all out for a friend who is not very, where the gesture and the kindness is not very well received, or it's not well received like you had hoped, okay? This is definitely a message of not getting back what you give out in your friendship circle or your dating life. Now, there's a message about dietary change here, and this is about food or beverage elimination process. This could be you as it relates to eating out. Like perhaps if you eat out and out of your normal, what you would normally have to eat at home, you often find yourselves coming back from a restaurant or from a friend's house if you have eaten over there, and you have a bit of tummy upset. Now, I'm also getting that for some of you, you already know that you have food sensitivities and you do intentional things to stay away from that. Like if you go to Starbucks or something like that and you know that you can't have dairy, you choose other options like coconut milk or almond milk or oat or something like that. And there's a mess up behind the counter and they accidentally give you the dairy. Now, it doesn't have to be a coffee shop. It can be at a restaurant. So be very, very careful of this if you are sensitive to dairy, wheat, gluten, whatever. You know, if you tell someone at a restaurant you can't have that, there could be a mix-up or an accident where you actually get the food that you shouldn't have or the drink. All right, so watch out for that. For others of you, this could be a message, and I know I'm kind of rattling on here, but this is... I'm getting a tripod of information. For others of you, this dietary change card means that your friend is having the dietary issue and that they haven't figured it out. Oh, they need to stay away from a certain substance because after they eat it, it zaps and drains their energy. And so that's why they can't give back to you what you've put in or what you are putting into this friendship, okay? Or relationship, if it's dating. Your sixth house, work and health. So this is where your work is at. This is also where your body, how your body's feeling. Okay, firm foundations, I like it. You've laid the groundwork for what's next here. Perfect. What's the advice card? Be yourself. Don't try to be phony or fake. It will not serve you. The bottom of this card said this says this situation calls for you to be your authentic self, which is the basis for your personal power. Okay, Libra. I got a chuckle when I pulled your relationship house. There's a huge message coming to you in the 7th house of relationships if you want to get the extended. If not, that's okay too. The link is below. But before I go, let's look and see who's around you in your 7th house of relationships. You have 2 cup cards. So this is water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, or a Pisces. You also have the Fool, which is an Aquarius. I said this in every reading. Again, an Aquarius comes out in every single reading. Apparently August is no exception either. Okay, so if you want to follow me in the extended, look there. I do have a booking link now if you want to book a reading with me. I have one link. You can see my schedule and book a reading all at the same time. That will also be contained in the description box below if you're interested. If you want to go to the extended, that link will contain your 7 through 12 houses. We're going to be going over your relationship house, including romance angel cards, your 8th house of taxes, contracts, legal matters, the source of your significant other's income, your 9th house of your school and travel, your 10th house of career and your mother, your 11th house of your child or your best friend, your 12th house, the future card, what's about to happen in November. Many blessings to you. Libra, take care.